Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and in this video, we're actually going to be taking another trip to the mud bogs, and we're going to be hauling our mud trucks using Frog's F450. However, we have one mud truck that you guys know, which is the Ignite mud truck that B has updated. BGamer, the creator of these trucks, has updated. We also have one of his slightly newer projects, and that is this Tahoe. Now, they're both set up differently, they both sound different, they both drive different, and we're going to go ahead and actually see what they're both like in the mud. I, for one, have never driven the Tahoe before, and I cannot wait to see how it drives and see how it does in the mud. And I decided to go ahead and actually take them out there with this sort of pull-behind trailer as opposed to the gooseneck. I figured I always use the gooseneck, so I just kind of wanted to see how this one would do and how this one would perform, and you can actually kind of see it flexing a little bit in the middle. I'm kind of like iffy about that, but without any further ado, let's go ahead and make our way out to the mud bogs and see what this setup's got. So let's go ahead and fire up the Ford, and we'll get those ramps up. There we go. And I've got the highway gearbox in this thing because I figured, you know, if I was just gonna use it to pull these trucks out there, I mean, I really didn't need anything else. I didn't need anything crazy. So let's see. Now, we are, of course, out here on the Sling Valley Mud Park today, and the Sling Valley Mud Park is a really, really cool map because not only does it have all the mud bogs and mud sections, but it also has hill climbs, and it's got a lot of different ways to actually test your rigs out. I mean, there's basically no limit to what you can do out here on this map. I mean, I say no limit. There's a limit, sort of a quote-unquote limit, to what every map can do and what every map can offer, but the limits of what this map can offer are pretty freaking high. So we'll go ahead and get out on the road and get these trucks out there. Now, like I said before, I do have the highway transmission in this thing. I don't have the fully built engine, but I do have the sort of upgraded engine. I figured that would be the right way to go, but as you can see, it might be a little iffy. And also the fact that I don't have the extra weight on the front end may also be hurting me a little bit. Let's see if it'll go into high. No way. I was like, oh, you're gonna go into high? Nope, absolutely not. It was like, are you crazy? Are you silly? Like, I'm not gonna go into high for this? No, no way. All right, let's see. It'll probably go into high once it starts leveling off a little bit. Now, the interesting thing about this setup as well is the reason why I decided to take that trailer instead of the gooseneck is because the last time I took the gooseneck through here, it kept, like, the back of the gooseneck kept bottoming out, and I was like, you know what, I don't like dealing with that. I just don't. Well, it took high range that time, although the funny thing about that is it just kind of keeps spinning, like on the pavement. It just keeps spinning, so it might not have actually helped us all that much. Come on, when it starts to go downhill, I'm sure it'll be willing to take 5th, 6th, and even maybe 7th gear, but I also don't want to flip the trailer and send these off into oblivion, because if I have to go back to the beginning and completely reset this because I made a silly mistake, I'm going to be a little bit upset about that. Let's go ahead and ease it around the... Well, you know what? Okay. You know what? Like, as far as... Let me go ahead and put it in high now, just to see if I can get my momentum up for these hills. You have to, like, plan out your momentum in advance. Now, that hill in particular is a hill where the gooseneck definitely bottomed down a lot the last time I was out here, and it's nice to be able to go through there and not have to worry about that. We'll put it back into automatic going back down the hill. God, this thing rolls coal like crazy. Easy. Don't let the trailer pass you. It was starting to want to pass me there, and I was like, no, not allowed. Well, not that it's not allowed. It'll pass you if it, well, it'll try to pass you if it wants to. The only thing is you got to make sure you stop it before it does. Now, let's go ahead and make a left up here, right into the mud park, and we will unload these things. And I think I want to drive the Tahoe first because I haven't really spent any time in it. And also, the Ignite has gotten some updates, of course, since the last time I drove it. And I want to see what those updates are. But first off, I really want to drive the Tahoe because it is like diff lock always on, as opposed to the diff lock being switchable in the Ignite. So should be a little bit of a different experience there. Now, we'll go ahead and go over onto this concrete pad over here. Well, really, asphalt pad. And we'll get these trucks unloaded. Easing her in. God, it does not, even on flat ground, it does not want to get out of 4th gear. So that should show you right there how incredibly, like, that should show you right there how incredibly heavy this load is on this truck. And we're running the upgraded engine as well. So we'll unpack the trucks, activate the ramp, and stop the engine. So let's go ahead and grab the Ignite first. We'll fire it up and back it out. There we go. Just gonna go ahead and park you right over here. Make it switch into... Oh, come on. There we go. Auto first. And stop engine. For some reason, I don't like parking these things in reverse. It's weird. So now we're getting to the Tahoe, and this is the one that I'm really excited to try out. Now, the interesting thing about it... I am an absolute idiot sometimes. All right. That's great. That's great. That's wonderful. All right. I am sure the comment section will have a field day with that one. Oh, that's wonderful. Hey, at least we have dev tools. So, AKA, we can slap a new quarter panel on there and it's fine. But let's go ahead and turn the dev tools off. And let's see how this thing drives. If we... Wow, really? Man, apparently I have no idea what gear I'm in today. Good God. All right. We're in automatic now. All right, let's go. Let's put it in high and see how... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You have to be careful with this thing. I didn't figure it would flip over that easily. Holy crap. All right, the grip is up there. Jeez. What? Holy cow, we had it up on 2 wheels there for a second. Oh my God, this is mind-blowingly good. This is different than, like, way different than I thought it was going to be. Stay down! God, even in the deep stuff, that's nuts. Even in the deep stuff, it just absolutely just goes. It absolutely goes. Wow, okay, the Ignite is going to have to be crazy after that update to compare to this. This is insanity. This is carrying speeds in the mud that nothing I've ever seen can carry. Like, this is carrying speeds even in the deep stuff. Look at that. Like, it literally doesn't care. It just keeps going. I have not taken it out of high even once yet. That is wild. That is absolutely nuts. I want to take it off the jump and see if it flips. Not the jump up there, of course, but the jump into the mud pit. Well, you can just get it right into high right off the bat, can't you? All right, let's get it ready. And launch! Holy smokes, it's fast. Oh, it doesn't want fourth gear. I'm just going to leave it in high then. Oh, no! Go, 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 go! If you ever start to slow down a little bit, you can just feather the throttle and then get right back onto the gas, and you'll be fine. God, this is so good. It does not care what is in front of it. Let me see if I can get it to go into fourth gear. Because ever since, like, or at least up until this point, it has not wanted to go into fourth. Well, there it is now, but... high and fourth are the same speed, so you might as well just keep it in high. If I remember correctly, this section would slow you down pretty good in most vehicles. It literally just walks right through it. It's like, okay, don't even worry about it. And this mud course is nuts. But you know what's even crazier? The way this thing takes it. It literally just soars through everything. And it's really well balanced for the jumps, too. Like, the only thing is if you land it wrong, you will start to stall it out, but that's kind of like, that's more on the driver than anything else. Good God! Just rampages through this stuff. Holy smokes! Okay. Well, we got into a little bit of a bind there, and it wasn't too happy. Let's drive it back to where the truck and trailer are, and then we'll give it a shot in the Ignite. Now, I am still, like, absolutely blown away. Let's try this section. This looks gnarly. Not for this thing. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It still doesn't care. I don't know what he did to these tires, but they do not care about the mud. And maybe it's more into what he did with the actual, like, vehicle weight and mass tuning, but Holy smokes. This thing does not care what mud is in its way at all. It's like, oh, mud? Don't worry about it. Now, let's see if the changes that have been made to the Ignite could make it comparable to that, because that is wild and crazy in every single way. Holy crap. Just for good measure. Let me flip it over. Oh, I didn't want to. That was pretty cool, though. I don't know why it did that. Kind of different and weird, but all right. Physics are a thing. Not always, but sometimes. All right, grab the Ignite Mega Truck. Let's see what you can do. So it gets up into 4th gear really quickly, but it does not have the option of diff lock. So let's throw it in high. Whoa! All right. It's very different, though. It's a lot softer of a setup than the Tahoe, for sure. Like, this thing pitches and leans a lot more, even in the deep mud. All right, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to take it straight off the jump and see what it can do. And turn it around real quick. Not that jump. Oof. Yeah, not that jump. That was not the intended jump. Well, it starts. Is there any way we could fix this? I don't even know. I don't know if this is actually fixable. Because this might not be fixable. Just inching it along, inching it along. If I can get one of the tires to sort of hook to where they'll flip back over, that would be the ticket. Aha, there it is. All right, got it ready to go. All right, let's give it a shot. Give it a shot off the jump into the deep stuff. There's high range. Come on. All right, off the jump. Oh, wow. That stays, like, perfectly flat. Okay, that's a lot easier to land jumps than the Tahoe is. But it's not quite as easy to modulate the throttle in high in this thing as it is in the Tahoe. In this thing, you might be better off just leaving it flat out, which that's what I'm trying right now, and it seems to be really working. But, man, look how soft that suspension setup is. Makes it all the way across the mud bog, though. Like, and does a really good job at it at that. All right, let's take it to the really deep stuff. This is flat out. I'm not going to try to, like, modulate the throttle. Ooh. Oh, all right, all right, all right. Oh, it couldn't make it. Oh, maybe it still can. It's still moving. But only slightly. Wow, that's like all the way back down into 1st even, and it's like, okay, it had to kind of crawl itself back up on top of the upper layer of mud. All right, that sort of got it, but I mean, still, I actually feel like this one might perform a little bit more realistically than the Tahoe did. Like, they both perform great, but I feel like the Tahoe is kind of the one where it's like, I just want to not worry about anything and just throw it at the landscape and go nuts. Whereas this one is the one that you would want to use if you were really looking for like a genuine mudding or mud bog like realistic experience. And I think that that's really what he geared this one towards, and it definitely feels like that's what he did. Oh, nice and easy. And the big thing I can't get over with this one is how well it balances itself when it goes off the jumps and how well it lands. Now, of course, if you land sideways, that'll happen. But if you land it, like, straight on, it literally absorbs perfectly and then just carries on. Like, it's a very smooth, like, you know, one compression and one rebound, and you're good. Like, and you can literally just keep it going. Let's see if we can go straight off of this jump. See, literally, look at that. Compression, and then a rebound, and then you're good. That is some amazing suspension tuning, and he did a wonderful job with that. Like, BGamer, like, 100% hats off to you for that suspension tuning. That is amazing suspension tuning. Like, and I know it damages itself a little bit, but that's just the SnowRunner damage system not liking jumps. And that's just kind of what you deal with in general when you're trying to make something that can jump in this game, because it really does punish you for landing in a sense that it would consider a harsh landing. But wow, such a well-tuned truck, and like the updates to it make it even better. Oh, You gotta be in the throttle when you go off the jumps. You gotta be in the throttle, otherwise that'll happen. But if you guys enjoyed this mudding trip with these two updated trucks, then make sure you let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Now, currently, these trucks are not public yet, but later on down the road, when BGamer decides to release them, I will update the video description with links to the trucks. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.